Shalom, shalom. With Parashat Mishpatim, we have come to the end of the Shovavim period, but that's no reason not to continue working on refining our character traits, and that is our midot. For those who are watching my videos for the first time, if you do not know what the Shovavim is, please visit my channel and watch my video entitled, What is God's Real Name? Now, I'll not be commenting on Parshat Mishpatim, the Torah portion for this week, in this particular video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a couple of new songs that I've written. One song is about the Shabbat, which you hear playing in the background right now. I will upload that separately, so you can enjoy it without me talking over it. And the other song that I will be introducing is called Trapped in the Qelippah. Shabbat is almost here, and many people will be heading off to the synagogue for Kabbalat Shabbat and evening prayers. Kabbalat Shabbat is about welcoming the Shabbat Queen, singing various passages from Tehillim, which Tehillim is Psalms, and songs that were composed by the Kabbalists. In the old days, the Kabbalist Sfat, which is also known as Safed, would go out into the fields on Erev Shabbat, before Shabbat. As the Shabbat was approaching, they would welcome the Shabbat Queen. They would sing songs like Yedid Nefesh, Yedid Nefesh Avachaman, Yedid Nefesh Avachaman, Meshochav Decha. Okay, if you're familiar with that. And they would sing Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Bekavela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Bekavela. Just getting a little mixed up with the music in the background. Okay. Now, after the service at the synagogue, they would return home and sing Shalom Aleichem to welcome the angel of peace that accompanied them home. According to our traditions, two angels would accompany a person home from the synagogue on Erev Shabbat, which is Friday evening. And one was the angel of peace, the good angel, and the other was the bad angel, or the Satan. Okay, you've seen those cartoons where, you know, one of the characters is trying to make a decision, and he's been influenced by a good angel telling him, don't do that bad thing, don't do it. And then you have the little devil with the pitchfork and the other shoulder say, do it, yes, go and do it. So it's kind of like that. Maybe this is where it came from, the good angel and the bad angel. Okay, so when they arrive at home, if the house was in order, the table was set, the beds were made, everything was prepared for Shabbat, the meal was prepared, then the good angel would say, may it be this way for the next Shabbat. And the bad angel would have to agree, in shame and disgrace, he would have to agree. But if the house was not prepared, if everything wasn't taken care of and everything all laid out, then the bad angel would have the upper hand, and he would determine that, yes, may it be this way next week. And of course, the good angel would have to agree. All right, so we don't want the bad angel to triumph in any way, to have the upper hand in any way. So that's why every day leading up to Shabbat, we have to make sure that we are doing mitzvot, we are doing building our character traits, we are doing good things, good deeds, because those good deeds create our good angels, whereas the bad deeds create angels that are deformed and malformed and evil angels, so to speak. All right, so I love Shabbat. I really, really love Shabbat. And I just so look forward to Shabbat. Like I said before, on Fridays we would say, when I was younger, we would say, oh, thank God it's Friday because we didn't have to go to school for the next couple of days. But now it's, thank God it's Friday, it's Shabbat. And what Shabbat means to me, Shabbat is not about going and gardening or hiking or going to the movies, or even having time where you go to the beach with the family. I know some people do that, and to them that's celebrating Shabbat. No, but actually Shabbat is about stepping into eternity, into the eternal. It's like time stands still at that point, and you're connecting with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's that weekly appointment with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and there is you're experiencing, a bit of heaven, a bit of the eternal, a bit of the Olam Haba. We get to enjoy a bit of the Olam Haba right here and right now. And I think that is still wonderful and so glorious. So this is the good angel and the bad angel. That is the inspiration behind the song and the story behind the song. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet. And I won't sing anymore because of this music in the background. Now there are people who will be attending the synagogue services tonight whose primary reason is for community. They're not really religious. They're not really spiritual. They're not interested in the spirituality. And perhaps that is because the rituals and practices still remain a mystery to them. They don't understand. They don't know why we do what we do. And somehow it doesn't make any sense to them, and it doesn't seem to hold any relevance for them. And it makes me sad to know that there are many Jews in that desert, in that desert of not being able to connect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, or maybe not even believe that, that in the existence of God, right? And it's very sad. I don't think I could even, when I think about it, to bear not being able to have that connection with Hashem and not be able to have a meaningful interaction with my Creator, So that's why I wrote the second song. So perhaps the customs and behaviors never truly resonated with these folks, and perhaps someone who is watching this video is in that particular situation. You're Jewish. There's no doubt about it. You're Jewish, but all the practices and rituals that are part of Jewish religious life do not appeal to you. They do not make sense to you. And so if you're in that place, there is a reason for that. And that reason is you may be trapped in the hard shell that the Kabbalists call the Qelippah. Now, you are dealing with two realities, okay? The one inside the shell and the one outside of the shell. The goal must be about getting out of that shell. For you will never arrive at your true and full potential as long as you remain in that shell. But the question is, how do you break free? Okay, we had to take a break, and we are back. And in the background, I'm playing Trapped in the Qelippah. So how do you break free from the Qelippah? How do you break free? A single belief can change your life for either good or bad. The key to breaking through that shell is to change your belief about Hashem, the Torah, and the mitzvot. We must correct the errors in our belief system. So if the belief system that you have is that God does not exist, and that the Torah is just about ethical teaching, about being ethical, if that is all the Torah is about, teaching us how to be ethical, then we need to choose to correct and cultivate the right belief system. The more that you continue to cultivate the truth, the weaker that shell will become. It will take intention. In Hebrew, the word intention is kavanah. We have to do everything with kavanah. We have, whether it's our prayers, our liturgy, our rituals, we have to do it with intention. Everything that we do has a reason behind it. So if it's not resonating with you, take the time to try to find out why we do the things that we do. Because it is not random. None of it is random. It is intentional. So we have to cultivate the right type of belief system. And so we got to go back to the basics, and that is the Torah and the existence of God. Those are the truly fundamental stuff that we're going to build on. Everything gets built on those premises that God exists, that God is one, and the Torah is His word to us. It came from Him. So the more we cultivate the truth, the more we cultivate right thinking, we adjust our ways of thinking, we will find out that the hardness of that shell begins to weaken, and it begins to weaken. And it will take persistence, it will take consistency, it will take that kavanah, that intention. And then you will see the cracks begin to appear. And as you become stronger in one area, begin to work on another area, and before long you'll be breaking through that shell like a hatchling and stepping into the big, beautiful, wonderful presence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One. Blessed be He. So I will be uploading both songs, and I hope you enjoy it and have a Shabbat, a wonderful and beautiful Shabbat Shalom.